Here we go. Here we go. We got about a day left. So let me show you what we were able to do in Scourge. And yeah, maybe it can work for you. So we did difficulty 4. And with that, we were able to get to milestone number 8. We need less than 20 shards to get up to the next star level. So we'll be able to get that when rewards come out. So yeah, I'm going to be getting an upgrade on my Red Hulk. We do not have any scourges enabled. You see the top score up there? That's pretty much what we're going to get. Let's take a quick look at the teams that we have available to get this done. In the original section, it's bio. So of course, we're going with the fan favorite, the Rebirth team. We should be able to get through those nodes relatively easily. Next up, we'll be getting to the hero section. We have the Eternals. We got Red Hulk. We got Weaver. So this again should be a relatively easy portion for us to get through. After that, we're going to be required to use Avenger characters that will present some challenges. We got Captain America Sam Wilson as well as Cap Steve Rogers. We got Nick Fury, Sharon Carter, Maria Hill. They are pretty much designed to go together. The problem is we're going to need some of those characters later on in the Scourge. So we need to make sure their cooldowns are set at appropriate levels. Other characters that would really come in handy right now are the Young Avengers and the Bionic Avengers. They could go through these sections and I wouldn't have to worry about the cooldown issue. So maybe when we revisit this area again, we'll have some of those characters up to par. Quick reminder, do not build any characters for the Scourge. This is just what I have available. Do not build, especially for the Scourge, especially as a new player. You're just going to acquire characters as you do as time goes on. There's no need to invest in new characters simply for this game mode. You'll get your unlocks as they come. The last section is going to be the skill section. I guess there is one after that, but this has been the most difficult for me. And again, we said those cooldowns are important. You see some of the repeat characters. We have Kestrel added to the mix, but we still have Cap Sam. We got Nick Fury. We got Sharon. So we have individuals that we have used previously. We need to make sure they're in the right condition to get it done. And this proved to be a challenge for me. At difficulty 4, this was definitely the toughest part of the adventure. Since we're still in difficulty number 4, we don't need the required characters. We don't need Hero Asgard. We don't need Ravagers. We don't need Wave 1. Not saying you can't use those characters, but they will not be required at the difficulty number 4. I believe that kicks in at difficulty 5. We're going to go ahead and walk through our run here. I'll be commentating on the playback, trying to give you a frame of mind of what my strategy was. So bio, once again, being the first section, we're using the All-Stars here. The Rebirth team, they're definitely going to be able to get us through these next nodes. Let's check it out. Okay, as we load in, things to keep in mind. You got a Nico, you got a Spider-Woman. They can both mess up your positive effects and flip them to negatives. So Nico got to go first already. So we got problems there. We're still going to keep her under control. We want to be mindful to keep Spider-Woman under control. Sunfire, you just got to keep an eye on because he's going to give everybody offense up. Not great. As you see, there's a big power difference. So we're just ripping into these guys, but at later levels, you want to make sure your power is appropriate because it can get out of hand quickly. We remove Jessica Jones because, again, she can give energy and she can get rid of your negative effects that you plan on placing. She can remove your positive ones. That seems to be the theme of this node. Second wave comes in. You have the Young Avengers to deal with. So Miss Marvel is going to taunt. Well, again, you see the difference in power there, but you would be worried about Miss Marvel, Echo, and Kate Bishop, right? Miss Marvel will taunt. You'll be getting pings from Echo, and Kate Bishop will just start dropping negative effects on you. We're not too worried about it here because we have a strong team, but it is something to be mindful of at more comparable power levels. But as you can see, right now this is easy work. We're just trying to save the cooldowns. That's node 1. We'll get into the next one. Node number 2, we're still getting with the same team. It's still bio. So we're using the All-Star cast. Yes, we are recording. All right. With node number 2, we got a little bit more of a strategic enemy. There's a Ghost Rider and a Mordo. As we knock characters out, Ghost Rider's going to retaliate and Mordo's going to get charged up, so we need to deal with them. We knocked the Mortal down. Now we want to keep the Ghost Rider under control. And we also need to keep Cull under control. Again, I'm playing a little bit sloppy because I have a power advantage. But we definitely want to keep those two characters under control to not allow the other people to tee off. So there's a Shang-Chi. We're a little worried about that. Sharon Rogers did her thing already. She does have another control effect. And as we move into the next wave, you see where the problem could be. We'll have two tanks in the form of Thanos and Cull. There is a Black Bolt who wants to do damage to us, and a Kestrel. So there's a lot of damage present on the board. If Kestrel puts defense down on people and Black Bolt hits them, it can be an issue. Same for Big Shang-Chi there. So we're going to tap Kestrel out. Black Bolt is still a concern, not as much since the defense downs are gone. So we decided to go through Sean because he can turn rewind us and he's going to hit us because we got positive effects anyway. We should have it under control now. So right now, damage dealers are not too great. It would just be Black Bolt as far as damage is concerned. And we're pretty confident through the power levels that we've seen that we can take a hit from him. So we're just going to try to get through a little at a time. Really kind of doesn't matter. Yeah. He's the only damage dealer left. So we take Black Bolt out. They no longer have any offensive ability. And so it's just attrition here. Normally I would say save cooldowns, but I don't think we need these characters for anything else. They're all bio characters and bio doesn't come back up again. So that's good game. Just like that. We'll move on to the next node. Node number 3. Things can now start to get a little bit difficult. That's our team we're going with. Captain America Sam Wilson, Captain America Steve Rogers. We got Nick Fury, we got Sharon, we got Maria Hill. We're going to need some of these characters later, so we need to be mindful of how we leave the match with their cooldowns. Doesn't matter if we don't win though, right? We got to win. There's a Magneto on the board. That's a problem, and we know that Dagger isn't hanging out by herself, right? If you see a Dagger, there's going to be a Cloak. If they meet up, there's going to be an issue. We're trying to keep control of speed here. We did the flyby. We don't want Magneto to give us those Magneto hugs, make us blind, and make us all basically lose a turn, letting the entire enemy wave tee off. So we'll control him, and we're going to try then. They tap him out. That's not exactly what I want. I kind of just wanted him under control. We stun Dagger. Because see, now on the retaliation, another character falls and the next wave starts to drop, including that Cloak. We want to try to hold off on that. Red Guardian as well. So now we're forced into a situation, right? He's got his taunt up. They're starting to get their defenses going. And we need to get through either Cloak or Dagger so we don't start taking big hits. We probably can't target Cloak. That's also an issue. Mighty Thor flips all our things, so we couldn't keep her under control either. So just something to be mindful of. We are susceptible to negative effects here. If Cloak does his thing, we're going to have an issue. We use Cap to remove the taunt from Red Guardian, and now we can start going after Dagger again. We'll ability block her, I believe, so at least she can't rain on us. Cloak generally will dodge, so if you have to attack one of them, she's going to be it. We're just trying to get through Dagger before Cloak gets to take his move. Because at least when they're not together, it's not as bad. There's extra damage and whatnot if they're able to be synergized. So Cloak goes, eliminates all of my, well, I guess one survived. One of the new Fury minions survived. Heimdall is going to make sure that that was a mistake he wants to fix. Maria brings hers out. Now we can start working on Asgardians. Go after Thor so he doesn't get extra charges. Once we tap him out, I think the next most important character is Moondragon. We'll see. Right, so Thor's gone. We're going to taunt. So every time you see Captain America or Sam Wilson, you're going to taunt because it's going to spread energy. Even if you already got a taunt up, I'm taunting again because they're both going to give energy. And we got to keep the energy going. That's our advantage. We do the flyby. We're trying to get rid of Moondragon because she can remove all of our positive effects in one fell swoop. She's down. We'll get Red Guardian. We got another Thor on the board, so now we got to go through him because as Guardians are left, we don't want him getting charges. So yeah, we're just going to press the attack on Thor. I think the order of operations after that is either Mighty Thor or Valkyrie. Your choice. Then whoever you didn't go after, and you should pretty much have it under control. So as we said, is this a skill section? I think this is a skill section. So it comes up again later as well. So this is where we kind of have issues. There's a skill section here. There's a skill section later. So we want to try to leave this with our cooldowns intact. Okay. Obviously the main thing is to win. So if it's between winning and having your cooldowns out of order, I guess that's what you got to do. Because if you lose, it doesn't do any good. And if you lose characters, you can't revive in Scourge. Not you can't revive, but you can't, use cores or something like that to revive them. So that's what I'm kind of struggling with here is what you're seeing. The fight is pretty much in hand, but I'm trying to not use cooldowns and it's taking a little bit longer. There's no time limit, right? There's no time limit in Scourge. But what can happen is you can take damage unnecessarily because you're trying to be too nice. You're trying to be too gentle. And that's kind of what's happening to me here. We take a shot at Cloak just cause we got him. He's out of there. So now it's just between Valkyrie and Heimdall. We can't. Yeah, we'll do that. I guess that worked. I guess he didn't have the immunity. Yeah, so this is under control, right? This is under control. We got it. Looks like we got good health. She doesn't appear like she's going to take a turn again. So we can just kind of go all in, use our basics. If there's an opportunity to heal up, we could take it, but we're already pretty much at full health. Regens are up. So there we go. We got through that node as well. Node number 4 with the Avenger tag, same team. Let's see what we do. Okay, so we have a big portion of the Gamma squad here and a death pool. Death pool is obviously an issue. People start losing, we start losing guys, she's gonna tee off. So she's our primary target. We gotta bring Fury's minions out to survive, but if we bring the minions out now and she gets one of them, it's gonna be a problem. So as you can see, they get a really strong opening salvo. And you can lose people that way. So we're just going to try to keep going until we can get something under control. So we got a control effect here. Boom. She's stunned. So since she's stunned, she can't do her moves. Minions should start dropping. Minions should start dropping. That's more people for us to take turns. And turns is always right. Turns is what you want. I said skill section way earlier. I'm redacting that. Obviously, this is Avengers, not skill. Now we get the big dog Fury minions out with the rework. That's great. We'll do a flyby, get some speed up. We need to get her out of there. She's down. Okay, so now the next individuals we're concerned about, we got that Human Torch up there, but we're trying to stun Brawn. Because obviously not only can Brawn heal the Gamma squad, but the most important thing is he can steal our positive effects. So you see all the nice green dots that we got. If he puts those on the other side, it can be an issue. Abomination proves to be a little bit more of a nuisance than I was expecting. He continues to put red dots on us every time we go. I'm not used to Abomination being so disruptive, but he definitely will be, as you'll see through the rest of the Scourge. Okay, so now we have a couple big problems left. We have a Dr. Octopus on the board, and She-Hulk is taunting. So Dr. Octopus is counting down, basically. If he gets to take his second turn, he's going to flip all our greens into reds, and we don't want that. So we got the ability block on him. We need to be mindful of Electro. She can do extra damage against people that have positive effects. Scream's down. Scream can accelerate people's turn meter if she starts knocking us out, but she's out of there. All right, so that's a test. I was worried about what would happen if she got that move off. She didn't flip anything. Our guys are standing tall, so I'm feeling better at this point. She does have another move though, right? Her ultimate, I think it is. That does big damage for every positive effect you have. So we gotta try to not take that hit. Looks like we're gonna be chewing through Doc Ock here. He's done. We can control Electro. All right. So we're pretty much in the clear here. We got some Hulks on the board, which isn't good. And we're going to see that Abomination continues to be a nuisance. I don't know if there was anything I would change, but he does become a nuisance, a little bit annoying. So now we're back in that, I don't want to call it garbage time, but we pretty much just have to chew through these guys. They should not be able to beat us at this point. But because they're Hulks, they're tanky, they're going to take some hits. And that's just what's going to happen. So we lost a minion there from the Hulk smash. We're in cooldown saving phase, right? So then we are kind of in that not limbo, but I'm still in that same area. Like, what powers do I use? I figure we can use the flyby. We'll get some speed going because I need to beat them. If they keep taking turns, it's going to be a problem. It may have been unwise to do that. Right? That might have been the wrong thing. I was just thinking, hey, I got all these members on the board. If I can get them to take turns, I was trying to get ahead of that. It didn't work. But hey, we got it under control now. We're just going to go with it. We could have used the heal there, but we figured the same deal. He's got speed down. Hopefully we should be able to get through him before he goes again. That's the hope. And looks like that's gonna come true. Maybe. All right. He's down. We made it through that one. Let's go on to the next node. We're at mission number 5. This would be where you would have to use one of the required characters, but you don't. They say to use hero. And so we just get to tee off because the Eternals are heroes, as is Miss Tangled Web there. I can't remember her name. Spider-Weaver. She's also a hero. So we can just go hard. We're going to put Cat back in. I don't know why. And we got Kestra. All right, this is what we're going to do. Let's go get it done. I think I put the Cat back in just to make sure his cooldowns were going to be good. So Omega Red is the first issue. Okay, so we're going to stun Omega Red with Weaver. Then our boy Icarus gets to go next. Who's going to drop the boom? Shazam. Look at that. Yep. Boom. A little hang time. Phantom X. So that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. That's the node. We got a Madeline Pryor who can be an issue. And once she's out of the way, that's pretty much it, right? We don't want Sinister to... Oh, he's already down. That's it. So normally, again, you'd have to use a different team here. You'd have to use the node 5 and 10. But since we're on difficulty 4, you can just use whoever you want. And we push the easy button. On the other side of that, node number 6 is villains. I'm worried here. Look, my villain roster is not that deep. I got to get through 2 nodes. And as you can see from my starting lineup and who we had backing them up, we don't have a lot to work with. So we're going to go with mostly the Masters of Evil because of their synergy, and the other 2 are Rebirth members. We want to keep, it's just like fighting them in other modes. We got to ability block Miss Marvel, and then we're going to need to ability block the Squirrel Girl up there, and Squirrel Girl becomes the target, right? We need to get rid of that Squirrel Girl. We're ability blocking her just so she can't do her things. It doesn't really, right? It falls off at the end of the turn, but at least she couldn't use any of her special moves. So if we punch through, I think we're going to punch through Miss Marvel. Because we want her, we need her out of the way. So that she can't keep Squirrel Girl up and moving. All right. Oh, didn't do it. Didn't make it. All right, so this is a moment of concern. We got to get through her. And we got to be able to get back over there to the Squirrel Girl and start doing some damage. All right, Kang helps us out with that. We got the forward phasers going. All right. So Squirrel Girl's gone. We're feeling a little bit better. We still got a Black Bolt to deal with. Sharon Carter is going to have some control effects. We're going to go after the Black Bolt and see if we can get him down before the taunt. We got him down before the taunt comes. Nico. Tap on her. We noticed that. We know Sam Wilson's there. And we thought that would take him out. It did not. Kang will finish that job for us. Takes a shot at, who is that? Oh, Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel's gone. Nico's down. And look at that, folks. Look at that. The absorbing man took a punch, and he's still with us. He took a punch, and he's still with us. So this is, again, where things start to get a little weird. I'm trying to hold on to my cooldowns. Was not expecting that move by the mighty Thor. Heimdall comes in. My individuals are injured. I do not have a person who can heal. And we have to go through another node after this. So those two members aren't coming with us, right? We're doing basic attacks here. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, right? You're banking on the 50-50 of whether they're going to get the positive effects. They got the positive effects from Valkyrie going down. We're going into Heimdall. He's out of there. We'll see if we can get through Mighty Thor, Jane Foster, before she does a move, which did not happen. So one of my characters is gone, and now Winter Soldier is injured. I was hoping that would not happen. I was hoping that wouldn't happen because we can't heal him. So he's hurt. He's probably not going to be good for another node. We got Frieza effect going. She's down. We succeeded. We lost a person, but we got another node to get through. Okay, we're up to the next villain section. We got to make some changes. And as you see, my roster is getting thin. It's getting thin. I kind of don't have any choice. We're going to go with Mr. Negative and Loki, I believe, is what we're going to do. I'm debating in my mind. Mr. Negative has minions, and so does Loki. So at the very least, I'm thinking in my brain that I get more players on the board from using these characters. Okay, we're spawning in, and there is a Cersei front and center. And so you know whenever you see a Cersei, there will be an Icarus. So she has to go before he drops. Kang is a big help here. But again, the board is kind of designed for her to be able to tee off. We're going to ability block her here, which is not the appropriate move. I'm trying to dig through her. We use Loki, and she still survives. So we're going to ability block the Strife to stop the taunt. We have a Hulk that's going to taunt, and Shuri went. So now people got defense up. I'm concerned, right? Because we got to get through this. Go through the middle with Kang. Takes out the Black Panthers at least. But the more people we take out, the sooner Icarus comes in. So we got to get through. I thought that would knock her out. It did not. She retaliates, and we lose the Winter Soldier, who we brought in. Probably against good advice. She's down, though. So Cersei's down. We'll go after Shuri, so she can't keep healing people. And now we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Icarus has showed up. So it's a problem because I have those tiny minions on the board. If Icarus does his ultimate, which he's going to do when it's his turn, he's double tapping, which could cost me the match. And again, we're in Scourge, so there's no revive, right? There's no come back in with a, well, I guess I could come back in, but I can't revive these members after they're down. So he did it, and he comes back again, and we hold on somehow. I might have enough on my bench to get through this. If we can punch through the Icarus, it'll make me feel a lot better. So we're going all in on him. Even if we lose, I think we have enough. We could come back and deal with the other two members. But I don't know if what I have on the bench is strong enough to deal with the Icarus. And he's definitely making his presence felt. Fortunately, we have a Kang. He can do some damage. But that defense up, it's hurting. Kang's back up. Here we go. All right. So that helped a lot. We don't have to come back in. That's it. That's it right there. Woo! Made me nervous, but we're definitely into the difficult portion of the Scourge, for me at least. We got it done, but it's tough. Okay, number 8. We're at number 8, skill section. So we need to get through 2 nodes with the skill characters. Not easy. And for me at least. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. We got an Emma Frost. She's being shielded right now by Drax on the opposite end of the board. We want my Kestrel. I think she can just do her special. I'm hoping she has it, right? Again, this is the cooldown thing. Okay, she does have it. I think that's what we're going to do is a special. We'll hit everybody on that side of the board with the thought process that I do have some offensive capabilities. So if I hit people, They should just be able to chew through this, and then we'll get the switch over to the other side of the board. Cloak came down. There's a dagger on the field. Like you said, you see a dagger, there'll be a cloak, and we have X23. That is a very, very dangerous combination of opponents right there, even when you have a power advantage. We made it through. So we got Emma, we got dagger. We're going to make it so she can't move. And again, we're trying to do the same thing. I need to get through her before Cloak does his move. I do elect to go after X23, and I believe that to be the right move as well, because she can decimate a team. So you got to get rid of her. As you can see, once she drops below 50%, she's just dodge, dodge, dodge. She's out of there. Madeline drops. Madeline's a problem. Madeline can be a big problem. And we still got a cloak and dagger. We had immunity, so we only took one negative effect. That made me happy. Feeling really good at this point. We need to chew through somebody, hopefully that dagger. But we got Madeline as well. We'll take the heals. AoE, we got the ping from Kestrel. We can ability block Emma Frost. Beautiful. Beautiful. That just happened to work out. That was great timing. Now we're going to go in on Madeline. Dagger, we were able to control her again as well. So we're feeling good there. Madeline has really ridiculous power set when the computer is using her. She's out of there. So that pretty much leaves us with Dagger as our primary target. We had an opportunity to get Emma there, so looks like we took it. Dagger's down. We'll go after Cloak anyway because of the pings, and then we just have to work through Silver Samurai. Woo! Keep the cooldowns up. So this first round wasn't terrible. We got through it. Second one turn. Now it's time for the second one. All right. So you see, we're going in with our lower level skill guys. This is basically a burn attack. This is a burn attack on this node because node 9, they come out swinging. The opening salvo is damaging. And you're gonna probably, at least me, I know that I had to restart it a couple times. So I figured I'm going to lose people. So if I'm going to lose people, I might as well have it be the second team because I need that first team to be able to punch all the way through. All right, if I don't make it to the end, then these guys won't be able to clean it up, but maybe it'll work the other way around. So we saw Bishop go. He knocked somebody out. Yep. Can't remember her name, but we got problems. Bishop's still going. Colleen Wing that was Colleen Wing. And Black Bolt. So we're already hurt. Dazzler's going to knock some people out. We drop low. Black Bolt starts hitting people. And he survived. Ooh. Oh, okay, I thought we were going to disconnect. We didn't, but you see what happened. What did I get to do? Not much, right? I didn't get to do much for turns. So we're going to go back in with the starting squad now and see if we can make it happen. All right. So we got Fury, Kestrel, Cap Sam, Sharon, and Maria. You got new Fury's minions on the board. We can still get that special in the corner from Kestrel. We get some pings going. The opponents have used a lot of their abilities. So this first few people, we tried to heal just to see if anybody needed one. They did, but they had the disrupt on them. Looks like we got a clean lane to Black Bolt, so we should take it while we have it. We'll probably put the slow on him, and if I get another, well, he's gone. I was thinking if we get another one, then I could stun him. Okay, here's the problems. We got Magneto, who's going to pull us all together, and then we got 2 Pyros. That's going to be a problem. Magneto's going to cost us all a turn because we'll be blind. And we don't want that. And now we are stuck on Phantom X. Phantom X, in the Scourge, he's a ridiculous tank. Right? I'm barely denting him. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And he resisted it. Folks, look at that. I'm in trouble now. We got 2 Pyros that are getting ready to tee off. And a Magneto. And there's Magneto's turn. So we got some blinds on the board. And Phantom X is still taunting anyway. So we'll just keep tapping him. And his health is full. I'm definitely starting to take some hits here. The minions are all gone. Pyro's turn. 2 Pyro turns. Bleeds are out. Phantom X is still taunting. And his speed bar is at 0. So it's going to be a minute before we get through it. We did place the defense down on him, which is a fortunate item because now the pings can go. We'll see if we can remove it. All right. She's able to remove it. Sharon. We're feeling okay. We can get rid of our negative effects. All right. We got a little bit of breathing room. Another pyro move. We already have the opposite of disruptive there. We're trying to get into Magneto a little bit. We don't want them cycling all the way back around. We got to deal with those pyros too. Magneto's down. Now things look to be a little bit more in hand. We're feeling a lot better now. We're feeling a lot better now. The green dot is immunity. I forgot. Yeah, so now we're feeling good. We were in trouble. It definitely was a lot closer than it appeared. Definitely was a lot closer than it appeared, but we got it under control now, and that's good game. So I did have to do a burner attack in the Scourge. We got it done though. Okay, node number 10. Usually it would be a specialty team, but because we're in difficulty 4, we can just use the hero tag, which is again those Eternals and all the other good guys you got in your team. So you just use an all-star squad and you should be home free. We passed the most difficult nodes at this point. So we got some power armor bionics going. We want to be mindful of rescue there because she can remove all your negative effects. She's down. Our next biggest threat might be Ironheart because she can hit you and give you defense down. We were not able to remove her. She's down now. More guys jump in the fray. There's a deathlock on the board. We're trying to figure out what the right thing to do is here. We have Jubilee and Bishop. Together, they're a problem. We know Vivian is going to remove all the... There she goes. So she removes all the negative effects we put on her. Iron Man's teeing off, but we got the charges from Weaver, so we're able to duck all that. But, yeah, I mean, if you've been keeping up, you probably have some good teams. Even if somehow you were to lose here, you could probably come back in with a second very strong team and finish off. So we're probably not in any danger, but we're just trying to play things through the right way. It's always good training. We can take those hits from Hulkbuster. Weaver's out of charges. We're just trying to hopefully Red Hulk can tee off maybe. Maybe can. I forgot about that Deathlock the whole time standing back there. We tried to erase that Hulkbuster since he was weak. It didn't go. We'll go in on the Deathlock. Get the ping. He's down. Get some speed control. Another ping. Somebody should be down. Deathlock. And here we go. We can drop the bomb on him. Boom. It's like pretty much guarantees we win. That's it, guys. That's it for the Scourge. So this is what I was able to do. We got 4 months in the game. We're at difficulty 4. I'm hoping this can help you out with something. Hopefully this can help you out with something. Give you some context of what's possible and what's not possible. Don't build for Scourges at this point. If you're new, don't build for Scourges. You just play the game. All right. We wrapped it up. Okay, let's see how we did. And it's just like we said, right? It's going to be that 298. Yeah, it's pretty much equal. Yeah, the same as what I got last time. 298. Yep. So 298, that's what it is. So let me know how you were able to do. What teams did you have to work with? Hopefully your day goes well. Peace.